Well, gentlemen, welcome to the studio.
Thanks for having us.
John-Angus and Colin, the McDonald brothers.
Yes. The McDonald brothers, the Scottish lads.
Yes, there you go. And a family affair, the band is.
Pretty much,
They're
yeah.
one, yeah.
Except for Jack, but he's been...
But it's family now.
We're thinking
He's
of
been
adopting
best
him,
friend.
actually.
Yeah, really?
As a
wrote
permanent-
your biggest song.
Yeah,
That's good. Yeah, who told you that?
You did. Jack and you.
Oh, shit. Oh, he wrote the riff.
Can't
yeah.
say that.
Yeah, he did write that riff.
You're going to have to beep that out.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
There's more piano on this record than before, I've noticed.
Yeah.
I know Liam from the Stills came out and did that for
Yeah,
you.
but we hired a guy, really stupid guy named...
No, come on.
We tried to hire Liam, but he has a gig.
Yeah, he does. He's got a pretty big band.
I'm just saying that because Jeff's the best.
Yeah.
Jeff, we hired a guy in the band named Jeff Haysalt. And,
He's been with you for about a year now.
yeah, we did a tour with him. A couple tours, and he's been great. You know, we definitely... For some reason, it wasn't ever the intention of the album, but as we started to work on it, we realized that keys worked on a lot of the material, and yeah, we just figured like the material would translate a lot better live if we had a keyboard player up on stage with us. So I don't get to play keyboard like I used to, which
Yeah, you started on piano, didn't you?
Yeah, I used to play piano a bit more, but that's okay. And Jeff's really great, so he's definitely added an extra, musical force to the band, and. It's made our live shows pretty consistent. I find like we've always been a pretty good live band, but
I think better than pretty good.
But even more so
Being
now.
modest.
Even more.
You've opened
so.
for the Stones.
Yeah, that's right.
And Plant.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you're up there.
Yeah,
you're getting there.
Things used to be really good.
Things used to be really good. Hey, you're nominated for the Junos.
Yeah, I know.
2 of them. Hopefully a
cool.
first win this time.
Yeah, it's nice. I think this record's our best record for my taste and what the Trews do, and we've never been a real critics pick of a band. We've always sort of been like. More just like
Fans pick.
A fans pick.
Yeah, there you go.
And
which is probably a better thing anyway.
And it is a better thing, but it's nice to be like this year. We've been nominated for 2 Junos and 4 Indies, and I think people recognize the quality of the record. I hope that's what I like to think. And it makes me proud of it because we were all proud of the record when we made it. We thought it was a good step in the right direction for the band.
For sure.
And it remains to be seen, and we'll see how time judges it. And it's getting time for us to make a new record now, But
yeah, you starting to write some new stuff.
yeah, I've been writing
on?
quite a bit, so hopefully trying to get something together for in the next year or so.
Nice.
Yeah,
it was a good running record. I ran to it every day in the spring.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It
My
was
girlfriend said the same thing.
really.
Yeah.
that makes me
She gets
sound
on
very
the
gay. Thanks.
Yeah, you and my girlfriend.
Yeah.
She gets on the
never admit to running.
She gets
Yeah.
on the elliptical and speeds up every time we get to Can't Stop Laughing. She said,
There you go.
faster. She said, it has to be the single because I run faster when it comes on.
Well, maybe we
That's
should
cool.
play that for
Hopefully
people now.
drive faster when it comes on.
Yeah.
Or not.
Or not.
Dangerous. We have red light cameras here and speed cameras here.
Oh,
You got to
really?
be careful.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, not fun. It's
Actually,
not like
we almost got T-boned last night coming in from the airport.
Yeah.
Somebody ran a red light, and our van was going through and missed us by about a foot.
Jeez.
And at the airport, some other hicks in a pickup truck pulled up right onto the curb
it's crazy.
at loading baggage.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know if those red light things are working in Calgary.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe we need some
Wild
more of them,
West.
even though I hate them.
Yeah.
Well, you're talking about Can't Stop Laughing. It's the single. Maybe we should play it for people.
Yeah. It's a.
I heard it was a challenge.
Little bit of a backstory.
Someone challenged you?
It was Ron Hines in St. John's, Newfoundland.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the best songwriters in Canada.
I was going to say, people should listen to his music, too.
Yeah, he's amazing. And I met him downtown St. John's one night. He just said, I want you to write me a song called I Can't Stop Laughing, and I'm not even happy. So
He's gone through a whole phase every time we see him where he says he's sick of doing the work. He's like, I love songs, but I'm sick of writing them. It's just too much work. So I want to come up with lines and give them to bands. And say,
There we go.
So he gave us that line and said, go with the grace of God. And we went and wrote it in our rehearsal space, and everybody loves it. We all love playing it live.
Yeah. It's kind of like we're really, I think it's kind of in our blood, that Celtic music.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's a certain level of authenticity to it when we do it. I think people can sort of go like, yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are a bunch of
You're
dudes
East Coasters.
from the East Coast.
Yeah.
I mean, this makes sense.
And we actually drink too much.
I mean, yeah,
Not
it's
a bad thing.
It's all real.
Yeah.
There's no posturing.
Bagpipes on the song.
Yeah.
Different.
Yeah.
Different. I remember last time, the first time you guys came to the studio, I asked you if you could learn any instrument, what would it be?
Yeah.
You said mandolin. You said tabla.
Did I?
Yeah. Have you even tried to pick them up?
This.
I
This
played
was like 5 years ago.
I play mandolin. I played mandolin on our last record a little bit, and I play it on a few acoustic songs. But I never took the tabla up. I don't know why I said that. It must have been because of Within You and Without You from Sgt. Pepper.
Oh yeah, maybe you were big in a Pepper phase then.
Best sounding
Yeah.
drums recorded, the way those sound on that record. But
You're playing bouzouki now, right?
I bought a bouzouki when I was.
What is that?
It's a bit like a mandolin and a bit like a banjo, but it's like traditional guitar-esque instrument of Greece.
String though.
A string instrument. It's got 4 strings that are in unison, tuned to unison, as opposed to a mandolin which has the octaves.
Yeah.
And it's a great big long scale neck with a really deep body. And I use it on
I think I know what they look
4
like.
songs in our acoustic set. I use it on Manitou Minds. Actually, Manitou Minds on the record, it's on there as well.
Nice.
And so it's always nice to pick up an instrument, and I think any musician would attest to like a new tuning or a new instrument can open up a new world of creativity, you know.
Definitely.
So it's always nice to challenge yourself there.
Who's playing the bagpipes?
It's funny, we're from the East Coast where like having a bagpipe is like part of your birthright. Like you learn how to play bagpipes right out of the womb, and then we go to New York and hire a Hasidic Jew to play bagpipes on a record.
There's Coffin, that was his name.
That's
and he was
awesome.
really cool and he was great, and more power to him. And it was just kind of ironic that a bunch of guys of Scottish descent were in Brooklyn, New York, hiring a Jewish guy.
Desperately looking for a bagpipe.
Yeah, because there's not a lot of bagpipe players in New York City. Well, I mean, there are, but they're hard.
You don't know where to look for them. Yeah. You're not from there.
There's everything in New York City, but
This is true.
we found him, so that was cool.
Ask every band that comes in 5 questions, 1-word answers. Road or studio?
Fuck.
Road.
Can't say that.
Road.
Oh yeah, right, right.
That's
Sorry.
a one-word answer, though.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Yeah, one word.
All I'm going to say is sometimes. I don't know.
Okay.
Road.
I'm going to say no. Either.
Okay. That's a crappy answer,
and
but whatever.
The other, depending.
It's better than the F word. I'll take it. Lennon or McCartney?
Lennon.
Lennon.
It's how, I mean, that's the weirdest. I had to expound. Sorry, I know.
You know, the last time we talked, it was right after McCartney came to Toronto.
Right.
So you
I
said
saw him.
McCartney. Yeah.
I don't know if I saw him that time. I might have saw him the last time, but it's so fashionable to say Lennon because he's dead.
Right.
I mean, McCartney.
And the cooler one in a way.
Yeah, the rebellious one. But I mean, McCartney for consistency of material.
You gotta love a survivor. Mind you, John was robbed of his life.
Yeah,
That's a good point,
but
too.
at the same time, all throughout the 70s, you know, like John Lennon went dormant for 6 years, and McCartney just kept going and going and going. You know, it's kind of like
there's a lot of garbage in there too.
There's a lot of garbage, but the thing is, he is.
You know, sometimes you got to go there.
He's living on the bright side of life, which is kind of rare for artists.
Yeah, good point.
One thing the Stones did in the 70s, which I really admire, is because everything in the 60s got so heavy and so real, and it still lives with us and it still haunts us, because the greatest artistic output for popular music was probably in the late 60s.
Mm-hmm.
And but what happened for the bands that had to survive? They had to kind of lighten it up a bit. I mean, the Stones almost became kind of so funny and
parody,
just a parody, but in a good way. You know, and Some Girls is amazing, but you know that's the only way to survive as a band. You can't always be trying to look for the ultimate answer, because if you do, then you're Kurt Cobain, and then you're gonna end your life. And like those guys get so out there and so fucked up, or so messed up. And one thing that's really cool is when a band can, you know, figure out a way to just sort of keep on keeping on. You know, and maybe that means just kind of walking up the mountain as opposed to trying to climb as hard as you can and going crazy and go, you know, just kind of keep going, set up tent every so often. And, you know, this is our album, you know, it's not the be all end all, but it is an album. It is rock and roll, and we will continue, you know.
I like it.
Yeah.
Deep answer.
It's a one-word answer.
For Lennon or McCartney.
And Lennon, of course, that being said, we both said Lennon.
Yeah.
We love Lennon. Who doesn't?
Because anybody who gets whispered melodies from God, you have to love.
That happened?
For John Lennon, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, anybody who can wake up in the morning and kind of laze around the house and then write a day in the life.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, it's creepy.
Alcohol or marijuana? On a lighter note.
Alcohol.
Song you've written.
One answer. Both.
Yeah.
No.
You hear that more often than you'd think.
Yeah.
Song you've written you're most proud of?
In one word?
Well, it doesn't need to be one word, that one. Funny guy.
Ishmael and Maggie. I like it.
Cool.
It really connects.
The closeout to Jenna Thieves?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably Ishmael and Maggie, or you know, I'd like to say something more to do with. I don't know, man.
It's funny. Most people say their newest songs, and I like how you went back with that. That's cool.
I really like a song. I like "Be Love" so much
on the new record, yeah.
And because I love that it's such a synthesis of all these different influences, and I don't know if that flies over people's heads, but I do love it.
But you know what I was thinking the other day when you called from London about how you said take "Be Love" and "Ocean's End" off the record?
Yeah.
I made a playlist on my iPod without those songs, and it's a better album without those two songs.
There you go.